Hi. Hey. Hi. Hey. Happy Flipgrid launch. Flipgrid 2020. All new. Hello.
And day 4 of Educator Innovation Week. We're here for the Flipgrid first look.
And so,
what an exploration to be had.
George, keep going. Roll on that.
I just say it. So if you don't know where you're at and you just stumbled across this video, what we're doing is an exploration of the all-new Flipgrid, which was released yesterday, completely inspired by educators across the globe. So we're going to unpack that with some special guests.
And so do you want to share, Jess, a little bit about like what's the flow of today, what's happening, who are we? We start with that. Who are we?
We are the engagement team. So I kept trying to say educator innovation leads. No, we are the engagement team. So I'm Jess. I'm a former educator. What it's going to look like today is we are going to walk you through some of the updates. We're going to show you how to get started with Flipgrid. We're going to show you some really awesome new things, and you're going to get to talk to some of the folks that work behind the scenes and make all the magic happen. So it's going to be a really fun celebration of all the new things.
Yes. And so here's, Anne, go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm so excited that we have some of our developers, our engineers tuning in to give you like the insight into the building process, the new features, and I'm so excited to welcome them to the first look today.
And welcome all of you. And so here's the deal. You may have seen, probably while you're here, you may have seen we've released a bunch of new updates inspired by your incredible ideas and stories. But as we've been saying since Flipgrid Live, and we'll touch on that a little bit, but as we've been saying, if you know how to use Flipgrid and you knew how to use Flipgrid on Tuesday, you still know how to use Flipgrid today. There is no, the fundamentals are there. What we have done, what this update is all about, is making Flipgrid simpler, more creative, more flexible, more fun, safer, all the above, more efficient. So essentially what we're going to walk you through is whether you're new to Flipgrid, this is your first time learning about Flipgrid, or you're already familiar with Flipgrid. We're going to walk through the flow of getting started, and we'll show you, if you don't have an account yet, how to set that up. But once we're in, we'll show you what to do next, and what's new. And then we'll do some exploring. We'll look at the new features and all the cool things. But to kick us off, we want to just take a moment of reflection and talk about Flipgrid Live. And we have a video to show you. But before we go into the video, Jordan, will you just kind of set this up and explain what is Flipgrid Live?
Oh my goodness, guys, Flipgrid Live every year is the most exciting time celebrating educators and the wonderful work you have been doing in amplifying and empowering student voice, as well as giving you a sneak peek into what's new for Flipgrid for the upcoming year and sharing all the incredible partnerships that we have in store for you. So let's take a look at what we shared at Flipgrid Live.
This is the Flipgrid Live 2020 Instagram red carpet. Everybody from India, it's Gupri. Hi, other Ann.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, friends.
What's good?
Thank you, educators, for bringing us into your classroom, because you're letting us make those future stewards.
This educator community inspires me every day. So honored to be able to support the educators in this community. It's almost never Flipgrid Live. We have like 1 minute left.
I cannot make a difference without education.
I love children. I love being with them.
I know they're kids who deserve a better opportunity.
Yo no quiero ser alguien que les enseñe, sino alguien que les ayude a descubrir el mundo que tienen.
There's a wonderful, wonderful community who support and encourage and cry together.
You as a teacher, you are enough.
Welcome to all of our friends joining us live, or maybe even watching in the future.
On behalf of all of Team Flipgrid, we are beyond honored. Thank you for allowing us to walk side by side with you every single day.
We've received so many awesome ideas and feedback from you. Thank you for all you do in helping us improve Flipgrid.
Let's jump right in with our first update.
We've redesigned filters from the ground up, all new frames, video boards. You can split these.
We're introducing collections to everyone. A wonder of the day from Wonderopolis.
Comment with both text and video comments. Watch your peers' videos. Know exactly where you are.
Stand-alone topic. Edit closed captions.
We are so excited to introduce you to our newest Discovery Library partner, the Langston League.
Welcome to Decolonize. Decolonize is a Black history series for students like you.
All of our content is going to be made available on the Flipgrid Discovery Library.
We live to support and amplify your incredible work.
So inspiring to see examples like the Special Olympics empowering their athletes with virtual cheers.
Monica Martinez shared her takeaways.
That's all you. That's all you empowering those scholars. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you to the families who have been teaching, empowering their children, and for sharing all these impacts on Flipgrid.
Educators truly make us all better, and we're so very proud to work with all of you.
Oh my goodness.
Gets me every time.
Yes.
Speechless. We're speechless. Jess, what? I feel like you have something on your mind.
That gets me every time. That's Flipgrid Live is such an incredible celebration of the community, and we are so honored to work alongside every single one of you. And so even just watching that clip and just reminiscing about that celebration is so special. And so all of these updates that we're sharing today, that we're getting a first look at, are all inspired by you. So thank you to everybody.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so we'll jump in and we're going to show you from flipgrid.com. Throughout the broadcast, we're going to be keeping an eye on the chat. If you're watching in the future, hello. We will not be able to address your questions, so we'll show you where you can post questions, and hopefully we'll answer what questions you might have in your head throughout the broadcast. But we'll also show you, we're going to get answers all the time beyond this broadcast, and I'll just tell you right now, on social all the time. We're all over the place. But we also have, as I think George Journay, someone mentioned, some of our developers and engineers are going to be joining us later in the broadcast. And so this kind of fun and unique opportunity, they're also all over the social, but to have them on camera with us today, we want to allow you to ask them any questions you might have. So feel free to post anything about, what do they enjoy working on, things you might want to share with your students, things you're curious about. Feel free to drop those questions in the chat as well. And without further ado, let me bring to the screen and screen.
Hey, everybody. So I'm going to be navigating the screen today, but I'm just so excited that you all are joining us. Oh my gosh, the last time I checked, there's like 750 people watching around the world, which is incredible. So I know it's sometimes we're silly and we're full of excitement and we're feeling all the feels, but you all are this community and you are the heartbeat of this community. And we're so thankful that you're joining in to take a first look with us. So you know that we are on a shared mission to empower every learner on the planet to share their voice and respect the diverse voices of others. But I love that Flipgrid is a simple, free, accessible video discussion platform. And we love to say it's for pre-K to PhD and beyond, for learners, for families. And you create and you share together. But the beautiful thing is, together is everywhere. And you don't have to be bound by time or distance, because Flipgrid is an asynchronous video platform. So I'm going to take a tiny quick scroll down the page and show you all just some beautiful graphics. If you're curious about what this is, every smile, every video, every face on screen, creation on screen represents somebody somewhere sharing their voice, sharing their work, their ideas, their insights, their heart, their mind. And there are tons of resources and supports, and you can find them if you scroll down on the page. And goodness gracious, incredible organizations from around the world who are sharing content with you for free. We're going to dig into those today, but I think I have the great privilege of doing some demonstrations today, right? Adam, you guys come back on the screen for a second and you tell me, because I'm going to do the navigating around the screen. But Adam, how are we going to kick this off today?
Yes, well, just one, just off.
Yeah, so first of all, like Anne said, Flipgrid is free. And so you can see that blue button right there that says sign up today, it's free. And you can easily sign up with your educator, or excuse me, with your Google or Microsoft email address. It takes maybe a minute at the most. But something that you do need to know is that accounts are only for educators. So your students, while they will go to flipgrid.com in order to participate in the conversation, they do not need to have accounts. So you are the only ones that need to create it. So go ahead and click on that button, Anne, or well, Anne already has an account, so you can go ahead and log in. How about? All right, great. So this is going to take you to your educator dashboard. And so you'll see that it's going to start you on the discussion page. This is where we start all of our discussions. And so you'll see that there are two options that you can choose from. You can start with a topic or you can start with a group. So your group is your learning community. This is formerly grids for those of you who have used Flipgrid in the past. So we're actually going to start with creating topics though. This is our brand new, you can create standalone topics. So sometimes you have just those one-off topics. You don't need an entire group, so you want to be able to share. So you can see here, Anne's got 1,078 topics.
Whoa.
And you'll see, and if you can zoom in just a teeny bit, like where it says the title of the topics, so you'll see there's the title and then the group. So it actually shows you whether or not it's in a group. So you can see the group will be listed there, excuse me, or it will say add to a group. So see that one, go up a little bit, Anne, where there's a smiley face and it says 8-5 test and it says add to group. That means that that is a standalone topic, and she has the option that she can put it into a group later if she would like, but she doesn't have to. She can let it just be as it is right there. So we're going to show you how to create a topic. So you'll see on the right-hand side there, there's that blue button that says add a topic. Go ahead and click on that. All right, and so there's a few things that you need to know, these topic essentials. So the first thing that you're going to need is a title, of course. So Anne, go ahead, maybe let's say, there you go, all about me, perfect. And so after your title, you'll need a topic prompt. So this is the question that you're asking your students or your community to share, whatever it is that that looks like. So Anne's putting in 60 seconds or less, share interesting facts, and a couple of things. So what's important to note, anything that is in this prompt box is accessible through Microsoft's learning tool, Immersive Reader, which we will show you a little bit later, but it is an incredible tool that adds some audio and visual supports as well as translations. So anything that is typed in there can be used in the Immersive Reader, and you have up to 1,000 ooh, I cannot talk this morning. 1,000. What is that word? Oh my God.
I got you.
So I'm losing my mind. So you have up to 1,000 characters that you can type. So you can be really intentional and specific about what exactly it is that you want your students to answer. So the next thing here is your recording time. So you have, the default is 90 seconds, but you can do as little as 15 seconds all the way up to 10 minutes. So we definitely recommend be intentional about what it is that your students are responding to and knowing that you're the one that's watching all of those videos. So let's do 1 minute. And then you have the option for closed captions. So you can have these turned off or you can turn them on and choose from whatever language that you will have them in. Now, to note, the captions are with whatever language is being spoken. So it's not a translate feature, but it is the captioning there of the language that's being spoken. And then the next,
we will say there is a way through the Immersive Reader, you can translate the transcript. We'll get to that later. That's a little sneak peek.
Awesome. And then video moderation. So this is defaulted off, but you do have the option to turn that on. And what it means is that the videos that are recorded go straight to you as the educator, and the other students don't see them until you choose to activate it. And then next we have our focus media. So here you can record a video giving directions, you can upload, add a YouTube video or Vimeo link, an image, there's all sorts of options. You'll notice even down at the bottom, you can put in a Wakelet collection. Maybe you want them to do a Nearpod before they answer the questions, all sorts of things. This is totally optional, but we definitely recommend it because it's a fantastic way to spark your students' learning, to spark their thinking before they respond. All right, great. So the next thing is access control. So we have two options here. The private, which is what you'll be using for your students because it's going to sandbox in specific limitations of who can access your grid. So you'll see the first type is student email. And this is if your school is a Microsoft or Google school, you're simply adding in the email domain. What is important to note is that sometimes students have different email addresses than the educators. So they might have that S- or STU dot whatever. So make sure that you add both of those in there so that you can allow access. And then also, if you ever want to have guests, so maybe members of the community or authors or parents to enter in and be able to respond to the topic as well, you can actually add a guest password right there, and they'll be able to join the topic using that special password that you give them. The other option is the student username. So if you don't have student email access, or maybe you have younger learners, this is a great way to get them to authenticate in, So what you can do is upload a CSV file, or you can even just put in your own roster there, and you can put in an identifier, which can be as little as 2 digits. So this is really great. It can be their lunch pin or their classroom ID number or their initials, something that's easy for students to get into. And then you'll see that the guest password is there as well if you want to have guests. And then the other type is a public group, and this would be for if you have maybe a book club or you're sharing with different educators and you want to have a discussion with adult learners, and they have to sign in with their Microsoft or Google email as well. So we'll go ahead and do private and student email because that is mostly what people use. So there are more options. However, we're just going to create the topic right there, but we love to say push all the buttons. So we recommend when you're creating your topic that you can go in and explore all of those additional options. And just like that, your topic is ready. So you'll see here you have the share link. You can simply copy and paste that and share it with wherever you're communicating with your students digitally. But you also have the options below of a QR code, embed code, share to Microsoft Teams, share to Google Classroom, or share to Remind. So wherever it is that you're communicating with your students and your families, you have a way to share with them. So we'll go ahead and click all set.
And that's all. That is all. Yes?
That is all. That's it.
I cut you off. What were you going to say?
Well, I was going to say that this is a standalone topic, but you'll notice there the actions button that's right above the emoji face, and you do have the option to add it to a group if you decide that you want it to be part of a larger collection of topics.
But that said, that's everything you need to know to get started with Flipgrid.
Absolutely.
That's
more than you needed to know.
more than everything you need to know to get started. So we'll show you. I mean, obviously, we want to show you more, and we will show you more. We have time, but we're going to show you how your students will access Flipgrid. But as an educator, from not knowing what Flipgrid is to signing up to hearing from your students, that's all. All you do is sign up, create a topic, share. Boom.
Boom.
Okay.
Boom. Yeah.
Jornay, do you want to? No, Jornay.
BOOM.
We have inspiration in mind. Jornay is going to walk us through the Discovery Library, but Anne, I think, is going to walk us through what your students need to know. So now, refresh the mind. We'll go back to
so Jess shared in those simple steps how to get started as an educator. And you can see I'm in my educator admin. Here are the details about my standalone topic called All About Me. And Adam mentioned briefly that Immersive Reader. This is a powerful Microsoft learning tool that is fully embedded throughout Flipgrid. So anytime you see this blue icon, you could click on it. Your students could click on it. And what this does is give you a ton of visual supports. You can change your text preferences. You can change your text size. You can increase or decrease spacing. You can also change font sizes for any visual support needed. Additionally, contrast between high or low themes and provide that for anybody who needs that support. You have different grammar options, and I love this. As a former first grade teacher, I talked about nouns, verbs, and adjectives all the time. So you can toggle on syllabication, show the labels of parts of speech. And the beautiful thing is, this is just here as a support for anybody who wants it. Additionally, there are reading preferences, and these are powerful, including align focus, where you could toggle through as you read to focus the line. Additionally, you have the option to use a picture dictionary to provide visual support if you want, and even translate a document. So let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and translate this entire document, and notice it now, as Adam mentioned, in the Immersive Reader, you have this translating ability. My goodness gracious, I think there's like almost 70 languages represented, which is incredible. Again, you have the ability to use this. And I love just sort of clicking around and showing folks the incredible supports that you can find built in, and all of that in every part of Flipgrid is accessed simply by clicking on that blue button. So Adam mentioned we're going to show this from the student side. And again, if your students, let's go ahead and open up a new tab and just get right back to flipgrid.com. And if you notice at the very top of the screen, it says enter a join code. On any web-based tool with a webcam, you can go ahead and literally just share that, whether it was copying and pasting, telling them the word or phrase to type in, sharing it to your Teams or Google Classroom or Remind, or check this out. I'm going to toggle back, and as an educator, notice this. I have a little shortcut right here. I can view this as a student. So any participant adds the join code, or you as the educator could even shortcut in. Now, if you're working on a mobile device, definitely just have them launch that free Flipgrid app and add the flip code, the join code it's now called. So friends, I'm going to go ahead and log in. I don't know why that's formatted that way, but what I'm going to do, I chose a school domain. So I had to authorize in with the domain my educator added. And here I am now logged in as a student, and I see all of the opportunities I have to record a response. You'll notice some information across the top. I have a shortcut right up here where I can add a response. I notice that Immersive Reader, I can choose to use it. And here's the topic information. It says in 60 seconds or less, share interesting facts, the information, the ideas, the insights, and let us know your name, where you're located, what you want to learn about, or anything. So that's what my educator is asking me to do. And as I scroll down on this page to take a little bit of look, friends, we did not want you to miss it. We're giving you the opportunity to record a response. So again, just a quick shortcut. You might notice that big green circle with a plus sign now is this gorgeous record a response button. And when you click on that to get started, check it out. You are in your Flipgrid camera environment. And I love that immediately a quick reminder pops up that you have 1 minute. I notice across the top, I have a countdown timer. You'll see the beautiful color start, whoa, on this side, and you'll count down across the top. And there's the reminder right up there, how long you have to record. So let's look around this button this screen. I have a few things. I can show the topic card. All right, I'm going to close that off. I additionally have sticky notes if I want to add in a quick note. I love to think of these as cue cards. Hi, I'm Ann. If I wanted to remember what to say. Pro tip, a lot of folks say, move the sticky note around the screen. Put it right by the agenda. Put it off screen if you want multiple, but you can use these as supports. Friends, are you ready for me to start pushing buttons? All right. Notice across the bottom of the screen, the new design. You do have those options. I'm going to click on that ... in just a moment. But first, I want to click on this magical wand that says effects. And you'll notice a lot of the incredible new effects our developers have built into Flipgrid. I'm going to click on some buttons. So here we go. We have different filters. Notice a rainbow filter, the cinematic filter, the green machine, Old Town. I love this sunset. Vapor waves. That's the coolest name. Black and white, super black and white. bricks. Oh my gosh, bricks. Additionally, pixel mode. I love how creative you can get with these, and the duotone. So I'm going to come over here to Vaporwave and choose that. Friends, my favorite thing to do is literally just click right on effects again, or you can toggle back and get to all of the effects. So now I'm going to go ahead and add a frame. There's neon purple, glitter, paint, this bokeh one, the instant film like a Polaroid, right? Unicorn. You know I'm a sucker for unicorn acres. Underwater, Microsoft sloth. This is so gorgeous. This flower, the retro, and the breaking news. Pro tip, you could even add your own custom text boxes to make your own breaking news. But I'm going to go ahead with this neon pop right now. And friends, just show you, I just clicked right on effects. Again, emojis. These are just different things that you will notice. Again, you can use your—
And wait, hold on there, right there. I love your recent emojis.
Oh, hey, yeah.
This is used so well.
You can tell a lot about a person from their recent emojis, right? So, yeah, you could tell I'm going with some brain zings, 3 or 4 cups of coffee, dreaming of new places to go someday. But friends, I just want to click through these and show you I love the gorgeous emoji stickers built in through Flipgrid. The accessories, some of my favorite, you know I'm a sucker for these 8-bit glasses. And can we talk for a second about all of the new sticker packs, these gorgeous math sticker packs, the onomatopoeia sticker packs. I love these social justice stickers. Hello, speech bubbles, still graduating the class of 2020. So I love adding stickers all over the place. And the future does look bright because we are better together. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. Friends, one more thing I just want to pop in as we're talking about these emojis. Tons of possibilities for students to create. Tons of possibilities for students. Oh, hey, didn't know that was there, but check this out. I'm going to go ahead and add my logo. This is a first look, friends. I didn't know those were there. And I have to come back in and tell you one more sticker pack that just absolutely warms my heart. Cindy shared an incredible American Sign Language. I know we're receiving feedback about these, but definitely check out this new ASL sticker pack and stay tuned. All I'm going to say is ... Incredible things continue to come to the Flipgrid camera. So, filters, frames, emojis, text boxes. Can we talk about all these new creative fonts? I love this. I'm going to go ahead and change out the background. You can edit your text. You can change it. You can change the size. Did you know you can layer from front to back with some of these elements? You can also duplicate if you needed to. Feel free to click that trash icon if you needed. And then friends, mirror. All of this is magically built in to your Flipgrid camera. So I'm going to speed up the process a little bit and show you a few more things. Not only do you have all of those elements, you have an annotating tool, that draw tool that allows you to annotate all over your screen with this gorgeous color spectrum. Here we go. Let me click that. Hang on. I'm clicking buttons too fast. Oh my gosh, friends, I clicked out of the button. I messed up. I totally messed my creation up by clicking too quickly, but that's okay because did you notice some of my friends already added a response? One more time, I'm going to make this sweet and simple and just record because sometimes you use all those elements and sometimes you just want a gorgeous, simple visual element like a video. So hi, my name is Anne. I'm responding to the prompt. I can create and make this as simple or as sophisticated as I want it to be. And then check it out, a button click, and I am ready to go next. But let me just one more time. Annotate.
She can't help herself. She loves it.
I can't help myself, and I need to speed up the process because we have so much still to share. There's one other thing I'm going to share, and it is split screen. Oh my gosh.
There she is.
So many incredible effects built in the boards. You can upload your own photographs. And of course, please remember, you can upload your own video clips. Mirror your video. Hi, I'm Anne. I'm Anne. So many possibilities. And of course, that gorgeous screen recorder that is built in. So many possibilities. So friends, this is like a random video, but I'm going to go ahead and submit it, right? Sometimes you use all those And again, take a moment and notice. A selfie is when you snap that picture that goes along with your video. But what if you don't want to be, whoa, like I need to redo that one? Just redo it, all right? Or click on that options button. Notice you can mirror or select a frame. You have all of those effects. Or if you have front rear facing camera, flip your camera. So here we go. And friends, I'm simply going to submit this. If I need to, make some minor edits, but I'm just going to click on that gorgeous new submit button and success! Your video is now on the screen. And friends, you have all of these elements you can immediately interact with. Download that QR code, download the videos, download the selfie if you need it, or click complete. And hey, there's Jornay and Jess who have also added a response. Come back on the screen, friends. Come back on the screen.
And
sometimes I just get so excited. I just go so fast, and
I can watch you do that all day.
And I think, and something that you mentioned that is so key is that there are so many creative features built right into the Flipgrid camera that you can use, or if you need just like a quick check-in or you want to just record a video and move on, you can do that as well. So it really is, okay, we always say it, and I didn't think we'd get to this line this early. If you can think it, you can Flipgrid it, straight from the savvy educator. So it's up to you.
Yeah, definitely. If you can think it, you can Flipgrid it. And so there are so many ideas that are already out there waiting to explore. And I'm going to show you where you can find them. And it's called Discovery. So, Ann, you want to share your screen again, and let's see where that's located. Right at the very top, next to discussion, you see Discovery. Now, this is that place where educators are sharing their best topics, partners are sharing their incredible content, and you are able to discover the next topic that's best for your learning environment. So you'll notice some things that are brand new right when you enter inside of Discovery. You now have the option to create collections. Collections are simply a collection of various topics. As we scroll down, you'll also see that we have highlighted so many different new partners and their content. So our partners that we've added, including Made by Dyslexia and Langston League, Anti-Defamation League, etc. You'll be able to go inside any one of their topics and have access to their content for free. In addition to that, we have pulled out topics for you and your students to explore for topic of the day, from educators and our partners, and then also a wonder of the day from our partner Wonderopolis. So every single day, your students will be able to engage in a brand new wonder. And all you need to do is either save that to one of your groups or favorite that so that you can access it later if you're not ready to use it yet, and begin exploring with your students. You'll also see an area where all of our partner content can be accessed very easily. So if you want to engage your students in anti-bullying, bullying prevention, you may want to click on that Create a World Without Bullying and have those bullying topics. If you want to explore resources for educators for Made by Dyslexia, there's tons inside. Underneath there, you'll also see trending topics. So those topics that educators are using quite frequently in their classrooms are there ready for you. In addition to that, you have a curated list of topics made just for you based upon the information that you shared, such as maybe the grade levels that you teach or the subject areas that you teach. And that's what that Just for Me section is all about. And at the bottom, you'll notice August collections. Now, we had such a great time building these collections just for you. So whether it's conversation starters or topics to engage your students as they go back to school, conversations about race, equity, and justice, and also social emotional learning. All of these collections are just perfect for the beginning of a school year and beyond. And at the very bottom, what you'll see here, and I'm so proud of this Inspiring Creators list, because these are educators who are constantly adding incredible topics to the Flipgrid Discovery Library for you to explore. So we're so proud to be able to highlight educators throughout the year. And so it's as simple as that, guys. You find a topic that you want to engage in, either by searching by subject, audience, or putting in a key term in search topics. And after you've found one that you are good to go with, you click on that topic. And let's click on one. And let's say we want to use this first topic, how did the environment start? All you would do is save that or add that topic to one of your groups that you already have. It's as simple as that. You can edit these topics to meet the needs of your students by maybe changing some of the text. You can add in new resources for your students to explore and additional features, just as you would do if you're creating your own topic. And once you finish, click Update Topic, and you are good to go. All right. So that's as simple as it gets when it comes to discovery. So we can't wait to see what you find and what you explore. So share with us on social media all those cool topics you're finding and engaging your students in.
In addition to that, Renee, I want to say, just like you as all educators communities have these great ideas, and there's a good chance that the topics you use to engage your students in your learning communities, another educator can really benefit from that. So we really encourage you to share your topic and ideas that you do. I think I just came across Eric Garcia had a teacher inbox idea where he could get students to basically connect with him in a private way with that moderation tool. And I believe it's in the Discovery Library. So if you had any ideas like that spark ideas, or sorry, spark, engagement, there's all these educators looking for that kind of content to eat it up.
We love. Hey, so I think without further ado, there's so much more to explore, right? This is just the bare bones beginning, the foundations of Flipgrid, and more resources. And so, but I think the best, this is me all the time, everyone. So my team, I look to you to ground me. I'm thinking the best step forward now is let's bring in some of the engineers who helped build this, and then we'll answer questions kind of as we're chatting. And so first to the screen, Jornay just shared the amazing Discovery Library. For those of you who knew Flipgrid before, this used to be called the Disco Library. It's still a dance party, right? But it's all about discovery and inquiry and finding new things. And so a wonderful, wonderful engineer who we're proud to introduce is Carrie. Yay! Carrie, hello. So tell us so Carrie, actually, just for start, would you mind introducing yourself and share? I shared a little bit that you work in the Discovery Library, but what do you do on the Flipgrid team?
Hi, so I'm Carrie Garwath, and I am a front-end engineer at Flipgrid, and I work a lot on discovery, as Adam said. I also spend a lot of time working on accessibility to make sure that our products are working really well for people low or no vision and other things in that realm. But yeah, so I get to work on all the features that we come up with. Like a lot of times we take feedback from you educators, which is really amazing that we get to work on that stuff. We don't get to do that at a lot of other companies, so I really enjoy that we get to do that here. But yeah, that's what I do.
Oh, sorry, Anne, you just clicked away. Let's go back to the Discovery Library because I want to share. So Carrie and I, we have the privilege. So to give you all just a little bit of insight on like how Flipgrid works, and it's a constant evolution, right? But our role as the engagement team is to serve as a catalyst between community and development. And so we're often hearing your wonderful ideas, and then we get to work with our incredible developers to bring your ideas to fruition. And so Carrie and I had the privilege of working up to the very last minute, pinging each other back and forth as the George and Jornay and Jess and Ann to bring this amazing Discovery Library to life. And so let's just talk through, and you pointed out a few, or Jornay, you pointed out a few, but what's new, Carrie? What is something that was especially fun working on in revamping the Discovery Library?
I think I really enjoyed working on the collections. I think those are quite different than other things that we've provided previously in Discovery, and it's something that's been requested by our community. And so I was really excited to work on this and to help come to fruition. You can use them to store interesting topics that you might want to look at later, or if you have like groupings of topics that you want to like keep together and things like that, you can also share them out with other people. So I think they're really cool. I really like how you can group Discovery topics now. So I thought that was really cool. I really enjoyed that. And these partner pages were so much fun. Like our partners put so much work into this content, and it's so useful and helpful for our community. So I was really excited to work with everyone on getting these partner pages put together so that like we could better showcase, all that work. So
I love it. You're awesome, and your dedication to this. I know, especially the night before the launch, I know you were every day you work hard, but especially the night before the launch, I know you were working hard to make sure everything was perfect in the new Discovery. And we're so glad to have you on and share a little bit about the work that you do. You are awesome.
Well, thank you so much, Gary.
And so, educators, just think you can make a collection for your weekly lessons. You can also make collections maybe based upon themes or certain times of the year, okay, or by subject. So it's all in your hands, and we can't see what you create.
And you have unlimited collections and unlimited topics within those. So get creating.
Get creating. I love that.
Make a t-shirt later.
Creation, inspiring, simplicity, inclusion. We've talked a lot about web today. Flipgrid is kind of unique in that the Flipgrid experience exists across platforms, across devices. And so let's talk about a little bit the mobile experience. And to chat, we have Samesh and Ethan.
Hello.
Yeah, with the mobile. Hello, welcome to this. And again, I got to stop doing this. Well, I guess it's part of the intro. But Ethan and Samesh, do you want to share what you do? Ethan, I'm making you full. Tell us what you do.
Yeah, so I'm Ethan. I work on the iOS app, and anything that has to do with getting into your greater topic about scrolling through and watching videos, about uploading videos, just anything in that core app experience is something that I've touched, something that Samesh has touched too. And yeah, this has been just a super exciting release to work on. I think we've touched every single page in the app. We've been really focusing on making the design tight, making it consistent, and really just making things easy to understand. We want to make Flipgrid simpler as we move forward. We want to make sure that people that know all about it and people who aren't tech savvy at all can jump in, can create videos, can see their fellow students just share their voices and get a lot of value out of it. So it's been a lot of fun to work on.
Totally. And so then to build on that, Samesh, you're not so new anymore. Samesh joined our team since we've started remote working. And so this whole, mind shift with, in addition to all of you with your learners and fellow educators, that our team ourselves, right, are working remote as well. Samesh joined. Actually, no, you joined right before we started working. Right
back in March. So it's been about 6 months.
Wow. Okay, so Samesh, kind of all of this is new. In terms of working with amazing community, what did you work on with this particular update? What did you love? What were your challenges? Share.
Yeah, of course. So hey, my name is Somesh, and I'm an iOS engineer here at Flipgrid. Super new, joined 6 months ago, but this release has been really special to me because one of our motive was we saw enormous number of people who are in need of Flipgrid in their classroom. So our main goal was to make it as simple as possible. So one of the goals that I did was for our first-time users, make that onboarding experience as better as possible, so they don't have any questions in their mind that what I need to do. And especially working on that settings page that you can access from the home menu, and how you can make it as inclusive as possible. If you want to set up your own display name, if you want to set up your, if you want to go to your myflipgrid.com and see all the videos that you have submitted, and make throughout like seeing your response and making it as simple as possible. That has been my main goal, and I'm super excited to see how our educators and learners are going to use and empower their voices.
Wait, Anne, that's what I was going to say. So show us a bit. and this is going to be hard to do, I know, Anne, but you're talented. I know you can handle it. Samesh was talking about, there's the settings on the mobile app that is new, and so Anne, we'll try to make this big, but also everyone, we encourage you to explore as well. Oh, Anne, rock on! Even why did I have any doubt? So as Samesh was saying, you can set your if this is a personal device, right? If it's a shared device, you can indicate that on the app. So if you have school devices that are shared, you can toggle that on. If it's always Anne's device, she can preset her display name. And so many other things. You can one of my favorite things is you can auto save your videos and selfies after you hit submit. And that is like, when I'm on Instagram, right? When I'm on TikTok, that's what I want. I want to be able to post my video and have it saved in my camera roll. And so I love that that's part of the Flipgrid experience now. So thank you, Anne.
I was just going to say, Samesh knows this too. Ethan knows it. I'm obsessed with Flipgrid on a mobile device. So thank you to all of the work that you've done to just streamline everything. It's gorgeous. It works so beautifully. And those of you who are out there using Flipgrid on a mobile device, our friends, Samesh, Ethan, the entire mobile team, thank you for all you do.
Thank you, all the educators, for all you do. We love you.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. We love. Okay. There's like, oh my gosh. Guys, gals, friends, hymns, house, pals, everyone. This is so fun. So, okay. I'm trying to decide, like, where do we go next?
Let's go. Let's just go. Let's do it.
I think we roll with it, Adam. Yeah.
Right. So I don't think this individual knows that she's up next, but she is. So welcome to the screen, Chloe.
Hi guys.
So I say, Chloe, tell us all. Tell us what's going on.
What do you want to know? I mean, there's so much to say.
Well, wait, Chloe is in every single. This is a fact that I don't know to be true, but I think that we all kind of know this. Chloe is in every single Teams chat within we work on Microsoft Teams, right? Chloe's in all of them. She knows everything. She gets it all. So Chloe, tell us why. And tell us
Okay. I mean, I think I work across all of the teams, our backend team, our front end teams, engagement, design, all of those, and kind of help make sure everything is coordinated and ready to go. So just with our product development process. So when our community brings an idea to the table, we take it and we run with it. And part of that is, working with, a community member that suggested the idea to, then designing it and then developing it and all of what goes into making a product and then releasing it and making sure that the engagement team has all of what they need to make it loud and proud.
Chloe, gosh, thank you so much. And Chloe, this was your first, similar to Samesh, your first big Flipgrid Live and then Flipgrid Launch, big release. We do really, thanks to you and your coordination and everyone on the team, releases all the time. This was the first big one. What is like, do you have like a key learning moment or something you want to share?
Yeah, it was just, I think it couldn't have been done without all of us as a team coordinating together. Like, it's not just one person that did an amazing job. It's literally everybody. We couldn't have done it without being such a great team. So I think, I don't know, just.
That's what you do. Yes.
Yeah.
No, what you said too, also like working with the community. I think that's the coolest part, like especially for you, Chloe, because you get to touch and see those requests that come in through email and social, and then go to the engineers and figure out that why and how we can create the solution. So really love what you do, Chloe, and like really bringing that to like, a clear kind of mindset of like how we can make this better for educators. So really great for what you do.
Yeah, and one request for our community, keep those ideas coming. Seriously, you are our why. You are like our inspiration. Just keep the ideas coming on Twitter, Facebook, literally any other social media platform that exists. We hear you and we want to make this product for you.
Yes. Thank you,
and
Chloe.
I think there was a comment that we saw that said, like, when will all the updates, be finished? And that's one thing. We never finish. We always update. So next week there'll be another update for you. So that's the beauty. And thank you, Chloe, for being a part of that process.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Cool. Okay, so now we've been all over the place. It's so fun. We have like this green room, right? So I know who could be on the queue, but we don't know who's next, right? So let's actually though. I do want to take a step forward and a step sideways, and then do the hokey pokey. I don't know where that metaphor was going, but let's walk into the world of web with Paul and Marty.
Hey, everybody!
Hey. What's going on? So lovely. So, Paul, let's start with you. Will you please introduce yourself and share what you do on the team?
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Paul Conlon. I lead the web team here at Flipgrid, and I primarily work on the web camera. It's incredible seeing all of you on Twitter and on YouTube here and being so excited about everything that we've released. It's an absolute blast seeing you use the camera. We've been working on it for months. We've put our heart and soul into it, and to get it ready for you and your students before the school year makes it all worth it. So just so excited.
And Paul, I know you know this, but constantly hear I have like my friends who are educators sharing like the camera, and again, a testament to our community. So thank you all for sharing so many ideas and for pushing Paul to build this renowned social media, like very much, social media on mobile is expected to have something this fun and powerful and simple and safe and like enjoyable on web is incredible. So major props to you, Paul, you and your team.
Seriously, it just keeps getting better and better, and we are so thankful for it.
And there's yet to come. I'm not going to give away secrets, but there's stuff yet to come. I know he's working on it.
Even get just pieces like that. I don't know what you're talking about, but I believe her, and
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Lovely, Marty also of the web team, and formerly Man Bun Marty. Man Bun didn't stick around long enough to make it to a Twitter handle, but he's still the incredible Man Bun Marty and the incredible Marty. Marty, share what you do.
Hey, I'm Marty. I work on the web team too. I kind of work on the teacher experience, and this year mainly I actually worked on the student experience. I have like little Flipgrid happy feet over here. I'm like, we've been working on these UIs for like months and just tweaking things, colors, icons, placements, buttons, you name it, we've looked at it 100 times. And so seeing you guys use it and interact with it and just seeing how simple it is just makes me so happy. So I'm really excited.
That just like gave me all the feels too, because as an educator using it and seeing what students create, as a coach and somebody who's working with the educator community using it, you might not be in classrooms, Marty. You might not be out there. Oftentimes you're like in your computer, but getting to see on social the incredible things people share, hearing both of you, Paul and Marty, like you're building this thing and seeing people do it, and it blows my mind how creative somebody's taking the tools you build and just running with it to empower every voice in the most amazing ways. It blows my mind every day.
Yeah, just seeing even the YouTube comments come in, the questions, the excitement, it's so fun. And thanks for everything you do as educators. You really make Flipgrid what it is.
Beautiful. Paul, Marty, thank you so much. Okay, we have if I've done what is it called? The cast list, the showrunner, I don't know. We don't have a script, right? So we have nothing. But two more people that I want to welcome, and we'll go one at a time. And so first, help me. So we talk about Flipgrid. I'm not going to go into it. There's a long story about how Flipgrid got started. And Flipgrid, I'm going to go into it a little bit. I can't help myself. I'm a man with long story short, Flipgrid started at the University of Minnesota. And since we've just been on this wild journey that was around 2012, 2013. And since the beginning of Flipgrid, this incredible teammate predates all of us and has been working on Flipgrid and working with all of you. And so help me welcome to the screen, Xiao.
Hey guys.
Okay, so Xiao, I've shared that the history of Flipgrid is Xiao. And my fun fact about Xiao is Xiao was the first. There's a lot of fun facts about Xiao. Let me qualify that. But one of my favorites is if you go to like a Google search and type in Flipgrid and then click on images and scroll all the way to the bottom, like you'll see Xiao was the first model of Flipgrid. Just now is the model on the camera, right? But Xiao was the first.
Yeah, I was also very early and surprised to discover there was an avid Twitter community back in 2012.
Yeah. Oh, Xiao's tweet. That's the other thing. Go to Twitter, look up Xiao and Flipgrid, and scroll to the bottom of that, and you'll see Xiao engaging with the community. Like Xiao started what our team is doing. So Xiao, share what else do you do on the team?
Okay, so on the Flipgrid engineering side, I mostly work on the backend side. So we call it platform team. So what we do is provide all the data and the tools that our internal teams use or consume. Like I really enjoyed working with Carrie to redesign the discovery. So I have to provide all this data for her. So she can present all those connections and thumbnails. And I also create those internal flows and processes. So for the engagement team, so they can coordinate with the partners and upload all those assets and also control how the content is presented and moderated.
Amazing.
Very cool. And Xiao, I want to give you and your entire platform team just a lot of credit, especially in the part like in March and April and May, we see just a huge surge of activity just on Flipgrid and supporting these educators and distance learning environments. And you guys were the ones like the foundational holding Flipgrid together and scaling it and making sure it didn't break. And we can't thank you enough for basically everything you do every day allows us to be able to share our voice and empower those learners and for educators to really connect. So thank you and your team so much.
No, thank you guys for providing the meaning and our why, because every day we wake up, we realize that every action and every optimization we take, like yesterday we had a discussion and found this little optimization can potentially increase like the duplication of a grade for a few seconds. But if you multiply that across millions of educators, that's a huge impact. So that's what makes our work meaningful and really motivating.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
Xiao, you rock. You rock. You rock. You rock. Thank you.
Rock on. Rock on. All right. And now, helping and welcoming, Anne showed some of this earlier, and maybe we can go back to it. I'm like looking at Anne's little thumbnail screen, but maybe we will, maybe we won't, and we'll share resources at the end, I promise. But first and foremost, welcome to the screen, Cindy!
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
This is a fun surprise for us too, because we can't see the back end, so we don't know who's.
Surprise, it's me.
Cindy, share what? Okay, Cindy is well. You'll hear when she's talking. Cindy, similar to Xiao, original model. Cindy is also the voice of Flipgrid. So when you watch those educator videos, sometimes even when it's just his face on the screen, it's Cindy's voice. But that is not all. Cindy adds so much magic and power to our team. Cindy, share what you do.
Awesome. Well, I'm on the design team, and I get to make really fun design assets that you can see in Flipgrid, like the stickers, the badges, and a couple of the frames that we just also released recently. So yeah, I get to bring a little bit of art and creativity to Flipgrid.
Oh my gosh, Cindy, one of the things you tweeted out yesterday, inspired by comments from the educator community, this brand new ASL sticker pack. Could you talk a little bit about, like, when we say we want to empower others to share, that looks different for everybody. And I love the beauty of learning modalities and the way we communicate. So this is an incredibly special sticker pack you released yesterday. So let us know about it.
Yes. Well, first of all, the idea came from one of our educators, Bernadine. So shout out to her, and also all our educators. If you ever have ideas, like, we're listening. This was a really fun pack to make. There's going to be more also released with ASL. We're going to be working on BSL and more signs to come, and connecting with educators to work on those specifics as well, which is really awesome. But it's just a really cool opportunity to be able to work on something like meaningful and has a lot of impact, and something that, you know, we can help empower every voice with. So
I love that. And Cindy, you've been dropping really, really incredible sticker packs lately, the onomatopoeia stickers, the social justice stickers, and the new math pack. Let's talk about that.
Yes. Yes, the math pack is great. I think that was probably the most liked tweet I've ever had on Twitter. So that's great. There's so many math
fans out there, which is great. And I just love that it's used to be in the classroom, help students and educators. So yeah.
I love it. I love it. Well,
Thank you so much, Cindy.
creativity, designs, and your heart. Thank you, Cindy.
Okay, and so now we have like a minute left. We're hopping over to the Twitter, but I want to share one more time. Am, would you mind going to the home screen? Let's share. There's so many questions from the chat, and as I feared, we didn't have time to get to all of them, but we have resources to help you. Should you have any more questions, head over to flipgrid.com. You can see our help center right there, full of questions or answers to your questions, and questions upon questions. So
and we'll be doing this again on Saturday as well. So
yes,
if people missed or didn't get questions answered, come back on Saturday and hang with us again and ask them.
Yeah, and before we leave, we have one more team we want to give a big shout out to. The ones that keep Flipgrid going for you 24/7. Our back-end team, thank you, thank you, thank you for all the work you've done to keep Flipgrid going.
Yes. Yes. And so now, Jordan, just in, what's happening on Twitter?
We have a Twitter chat happening. So if you head on over using the hashtag FlipGridForAll, there's going to be questions going, and we want to hear the incredible things that you all are doing. So come and chat with us, please.
Yep, we love to say at that hashtag, the loudest, raddest, most innovative, most supportive, encouraging community on the planet. So join the conversation down at Flipgrid for All, and we are so glad you tuned in for this Flipgrid First Look. Thank you, friends, and we'll see you over on Twitter.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.